So this is called Witness, and it's for my flesh and blood in Kosova. 1. We left the land behind, covered by the ash of houses and flesh, like everything else, too heavy to be carried on our backs or bare hands. We pushed the elderly in wheelbarrows, strapped the infants to our battered chests like ammunition, and took flight in the snow. At the road's last bend, I turned in tears to see the roof of my house snap in half like a tree bit by 100 lightning teeth. I felt the heat of the burning threshold pulsing under my tongue. I bit through it to stay alive, slowly chewed through the cells of memory, cautiously rationing the blood for 3 days. When we arrived at the border, an endless caravan of ragged souls ripping from spines with every step, sluggishly hemorrhaged through the swollen exit wound checkpoint. A soldier with a screwdriver removed wedding bands from women's fingers. His hands, a colony of hungry fire ants, burned through the layers of my clothing. A captain with a hawk sitting on his shoulder collected pleasant features with his pocket knife. He fed his bird eyeballs and women's nipples. When it swallowed, breast milk and tears dripped from its beak the color of murder and muddy snow. Others sat by the fire, next to the pile of car tags, kidneys, torn passports, jars of pickled hands, and land deeds. They drank vodka from a dead baby's bottle, sharing their fresh tears with wolves and a bloody hound playing a drunk accordion. At the checkpoint, they stripped us of our boys and men, told us cross alone, never look back. When they unhinged their guns, firing gates, a stampede of angry bullets roared like a mob, cheering their favorite dictator. Their hooves unleashed on our men, grinding their bones into soft pink salt. Their souls tore out of their failing bodies like legless birds escaping collapsing cities. They hovered over our heads for days, unable to land anywhere, until they were caught in the net of a photographer who sold them by the pound to foreign newspapers. International editorials showed pictures of bodies covered in convenient dirt. Headlines read, "Ethnic cleansing, the civilized world was appalled." They said that kind of behavior is a no-no. They stuffed UN resolutions into our mouths and called it a peaceful solution. Forgive, they said. It's time to move on. Be civilized. Shake hands. Sit here. Sign there. Smile for the camera. 2. The lust of land makes murderers of men. It makes them dull to history, eager to forget. Their justice is a whore with bedroom eyes, turning tricks for the attention of the foreign press. They say she's here to stay. She now answers in my name. Her poems, an army of proper white men I am to kiss in gratitude. I am to be schooled in the prim ways of her civility, mind her peacekeeping whip, like the salt that was taken from me was not enough to sink down oceans. The roof of my mouth is caving under the weight of the body of the evidence that will not let me claim. 3. My last son died in the day of peace. When we turned back to our charred house, he lifted the torso of a body under the porch and suddenly awoke the snake of a mind sleeping under the petrified remnants. His feathers scattered all over the yard. His head toppled against the front post like his childhood ball and rolled down all the way to my trembling feet. He's the only one I got to bury. A rare tomb with a given name. 4. I say, everything ash has touched belongs to me. Every life hung in branch, guided by knife, or buried by gun is mine. Plant me a tree for each son I lost, the forest will scream, mine. Every scarred stone and every crater, every swamp and ghostly river cries out mine. Everything the feather touches, mine. Everything, mine.